there's obviously macroeconomic challenges. There's things which we all need to keep an eye on, and I think it's very important that we do that. But from my point of view, I think I want to focus on what I can control and the areas in which I can influence, and that will be our priority for the team and for myself in the next sort of 6 to 12 months. It's been a very interesting last 12 months, and I think there's been sort of several things from my point of view which I think have really shaped what people are going through. I think for me is the return to office and you sort of adjusting to this new normal of hybrid work, and I think I've found that really positive in lots of ways. I think being back with people, collaborating face to face, spending more time together, working with counterparts outside of marketing has been really important to us, and I feel it's something we've really missed, and I feel a real energy within the team and within Visa in general. Getting to travel, get out of the country, see my family has made a real difference. I think that influence is something we talk about a lot, and there's no sort of clear definition, or people talk about it in different ways. From my point of view, I think there's a couple of components to what drives influence from a brand point of view. I think firstly is trust. If you're not trusted, you don't have any influence. I think also to drive influence, you actually need to deliver something that consumers want and need in an easy and accessible way, because I think that's really important, because without sort of the action or the proof in the pudding, nothing's going to happen. I think, and this is something which has come to the forefront over the last couple of years, is having a purpose. And I think it's very important to have an authentic purpose which you can deliver as a business that also connects with people. I think it's really important that you have that sort of consistency. The power of influence is it's not a static element, it's something that changes over time. So you have to be aware of what's going on in the market, focus on the changes, and really be adaptable to sort of evolve to make sure you maintain your influence. We saw huge acceleration during the pandemic of digital payments, sort of shifting the way that money's moved. So from our point of view, that was like 5 years plus growth in maybe sort of a 1.5 year period. So I think that's really promising for us as a business. There's ways in which we interact with our colleagues, the way in which we interact with our clients, the way in which we interact with our agency partners has all changed. And I think in order to still have a really tight-knit team and sort of create work that exerts that influence that we want, we've all had to learn how to do that remotely. When you look at Visa, we have huge scale. We're almost ubiquitous in Canada and across the globe. So there's huge scale there. And I think with that, it's very important that we deliver on the trust of our brand. We've worked very hard to earn our reputation as one of the most trusted brands in the world. And the research speaks for itself. I mean, if you walk past an unknown merchant, an unknown shop, and you see a Visa logo, consumers are up to 3 times more likely to trust that store. I think the other element which has been crucial for us, particularly in the last 12 months, we've kind of built the foundation and is evolving, is our purpose, which is to uplift everyone everywhere and be the best way to pay and be paid. And I think we've delivered a couple of programs which are really crucial to actually manifesting what our purpose is. We work with Visa's She's Next program, which is about empowering female entrepreneurs. We have $10,000 grants. We develop and deliver sort of bespoke coaching and mentoring for these entrepreneurs. From a personal point of view, I love this program. It's so inspiring to speak to these entrepreneurs, hear their stories. Through our partnership with TIFF, we developed Visa Sharing the Screen, which launched in 2022, which is a program which is focused on delivering or removing the barriers of entry to the film industry for underrepresented groups in the Greater Toronto area. And I think it's really important that we have this platform, we have the ability to make a difference, and this program is looking to do that. We ran 2 fantastic events in 2022 at TIFF. We had a celebration and world premiere for LGBTQ+ film Bros, which is, again, it's great that we're showcasing and heroing the underrepresented groups. We also had, it was a fantastic event, a curated Q&A with Sana Lathan, who's the director of On the Up, And that was an event which was catered specifically for BIPOC filmmakers and artists. And again, just looking at finding ways to bring those underrepresented communities into the fold, give them the exposure, give them the experience, and really help them get a seat at the table. Our relationship and our partnership with the Olympics and Paralympics is very important to us. You know, we sponsor a diverse group of athletes, different abilities, races, genders, backgrounds, experiences. So it's really important that we do that. We also created campaigns which featured those athletes, and the messaging and the sort of platform behind that is like, the more of us play, the more of us win. So really putting inclusion and diversity at the center of what we're doing and delivering with that campaign. Our continued focus on small business, like during the pandemic, we pivoted to support small business. And in the last 12 months, we've really focused on building that support of small businesses. So we created an ad campaign focused around I'm Franklin, which is showcasing what Visa can do for small businesses. We have a hub, what tools, resources, products do we deliver to small businesses to allow them to engage and have access to the broader economy. And I think it's really important that we educate small businesses around that, but also we use our platform to promote small businesses and encourage consumers to support them. Our approach to media and the use of media has evolved over the last 12 months. I think we're very aware of the importance of Gen Z as an audience for us in terms of the way they interact with financial institutions, potential disintermediation in terms of the financial players that they use. So we're very aware that we need to engage with them. So we're looking at furthering our sort of digital and socially led approach. And that's the creative we develop, and that's the media channels that we buy. So that's something which we continue to build on. But I think it's very important for us because we have this ubiquitous brand that is relevant across all audiences, that we continue to maintain our presence in traditional media and make sure that we have a plan that hits all of our target audiences. I think trust. We've worked very hard to establish Visa as one of the most trusted brands in the world. Like, we obsess over security, consistency, protecting data, delivering convenient ways to pay, empowering sort of new ways to move money. So I think we've worked very hard for that, and that becomes like the underpinning of everything that we do. And I think the second of the elements which drives our influence would be presence, which I think we would say is synonymous with scale. So Visa has significant scale in Canada. We have a presence in people's wallet. People use us every day. And I think we need to acknowledge that scale and that foundation that we have, and we need to build our marketing communications on the back of that. If I could pick a third one, I think it would be empathy, because I think that feeds very nicely into purpose. And I think if you're being empathetic, you're being authentic. And with our purpose to uplift everyone, everywhere, I think we genuinely mean that, and we're genuinely implementing programs and putting our money where our mouth is with our campaigns and initiatives to deliver that. So I think it's very true and very important that you have to walk the walk of your purpose, and I think empathy really delivers against that. It's really important to be curious. So try and understand, what motivates your consumers, what is their day-to-day behavior, what are the sort of key stakeholders within your business? How are they thinking? Because you need to understand the bigger picture and everyone's motivations. And I think once you've sort of, built on that curiosity, you've asked the questions, you've got the answers, then don't be afraid to give your point of view. We suffer more in imagination than reality. I often think we worry about things which will happen, and they're very unlikely to happen. So actually put yourself out there, ask the question, put your hand up to do something which you're not sure you know how to do. Put yourself out there, and 9 times out of 10, you'll get something really positive from it.